Rags-A-GoGo for Tidbits of Vintage, and today I'm going to talk about the cardigan. Now, what's a cardigan? A cardigan is a button-down sweater. A cardigan is something you wear over a dress shirt, a t-shirt, a wife beater, whatever you want to call that, tank tops, whatever you want, you can wear it over. You can wear it during the summer, you can wear it during the winter, you can wear it anytime you want. But when did they first started wearing them? Well, they first started wearing them in the mid-1800s. A man by the name of Lord Cardigan had won a war in the mid-1800s for England, and, well, he wore a certain type of waistcoat. Now, a waistcoat in England is a dress vest here in the United States of America, and he wore a pretty thick, heavy wool waistcoat. So a waistcoat is basically this right here. This is a dress vest, you guys. It's also known as a waistcoat in England, so that's basically a waistcoat. This happens to be a wool one, which is really cool, and look at the back of it. It's really fun because it has all of these crests on it, which is great to show since we're talking about Lord Cardigan. So the cardigan was named after Lord Cardigan. Now, I'm going to show you what a cardigan looks like. And by the way, Coco Chanel, back in the 1920s, she really did not like the fact that you had to take a sweater and pull it over your head and pull all your hair down and mess up your hair. And she wasn't digging it. So she actually really popularized the cardigan for women in the 1920s into the 1930s. So I'm going to show you guys cardigans. So first of all, you probably saw this in another one of my IGTV series, which is an Irish knit, right, guys? One thing I want to add to the Irish knit, they all come from the same exact island in Ireland. And I can't pronounce it, but it begins with an A, and it's like Anar, the island. Please tell me if I'm not pronouncing it right. I was talking to people from Ireland about this last week, about the Irish knit and where they all come from, so I thought I'd just add that in since I already talked about it. So this is a cardigan. Look at that. I'm going to put this over here. Also, we have all kinds of cardigans. So that's the Irish knit cardigan. I'm going to show you what I consider to be like the Professor or the Mr. Rogers cardigan, and that's right here. I love the classic cardigan. I consider this to be highly classic right here. It's simple. This has been around since the 1950s, the 60s, into the 70s, and talking 50s and 60s and 70s. They were much heavier in the 1930s. The cardigan was really thick and heavy. It's something that really kept you really warm. They became major style in the 1950s with the whole hip hop. The whole Happy Days scene that was going on. So, you know, if you look at Happy Days, the show Happy Days, they're going to be in a lot of cardigans, by the way, with preppy polos underneath. In the 1970s, they were also very popular. They were popular for like professors at school. When I was in high school in the mid-70s, my professors were all wearing cardigans, and more like this type of cardigan. This is more like a professor type cardigan. It has the buttons down, it has a place to put your hand. So this I associate more with like professors and high school teachers and things like that. So in the 1990s, the cardigan came back strong as well. In the 80s, they were around. The 80s cardigan was a lot like the sweaters. They had all these amazing patterns, very bright, just like the sweaters, only with buttons. So the cardigan has been around since the mid-1800s, popularized by Coco Chanel for women in the 1920s, and always popular ever since. And it did go into periods of when it was more popular than not, like I said, the late 1950s with the whole jukebox scene, very much cardigans. The 1970s, it came a major comeback, and then in the early 90s, and guess what's back, you guys? The early 90s, so the cardigan is back. I have seen it everywhere. It's strong this year. A lot of guys wearing cardigans, and a lot of chicks about to get into oversized cardigans. How about that? So come on down to Rags-A-GoGo, pick out the cardigan for yourself, and get into the 90s. We'll see you here.